Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Lord's willing, y'all can hear me. This vent kind of loud, but I'm gonna get right into it. I basically want to go into, how this bitch going down. You know what I'm saying? By bitch, I mean the scriptures reference Babylon the Great as this great whore. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures reference America as this great whore. Man. You know what I'm saying? It's a sign that GMS always used to use. That you can see on my profile picture of this YouTube channel, and it got that great horse sitting on the seven heads of the beast, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is those vassal states. Those heads is the vassal states. You know what I'm saying? Of this new age Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say that her deadly wound, his deadly wound was healed, meaning that Roman Empire fell, but you know what I'm saying? It was able to come back through the blueprint of the Roman Empire being used in this present time that you see now here in America, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the same blueprint. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much the same kingdom is revised. You know what I'm saying? It's the same wickedness, that was going on during the Roman Empire. It's the same spirits that's here. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get right to it because the Lord he brought an end to the first Roman Empire, you know what I'm saying, around the time of 70 AD. After all that happened, you know what I'm saying, around that time, Rome was already, you know what I'm saying, slowly but surely falling, man. You know what I'm saying? And until, it just, ran out of power. Then that's when you had the Byzantine Empire coming into place. You know what I'm saying? Because those Romans, they was losing power. They was falling out, man. And, the Lord, he's the author of the rise of the kingdom and the fall of a kingdom. So that's all of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? That kingdom fell. And you don't think that it's going to happen to this Roman Empire? You know what I'm saying? If the Roman Empire fell before, you know what I'm saying? It's going to happen again. And, this ain't the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, the scriptures. When the scriptures say the scriptures talk about an everlasting kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about Daniel. I'm thinking about other scriptures. You know what I'm saying? When the scriptures talk about that everlasting kingdom, it's not talking about the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? It was never talking about any empire that the Edomites ever ruled. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be ruled by the modern day Solomon. You know what I'm saying? The modern Adam, which is Yahushua still. You know what I'm saying? He's the same spirit as he was yesterday. He's the same today. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be ruled by him, and he's going to have the everlasting dominion right there with the Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord's going to put this place to an end. Matter of fact, I'm going to start off with that Job. It says, this is the book of Job, chapter 14 and verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, right? This is talking about Esau. The Lord has appointed Esau's bounds that he cannot pass. And you can play stupid because that's who's ruling in this time. The scriptures is written a prophecy. You know what I'm saying? That's who's ruling in this time. It says that he created his bounds that he cannot pass, meaning that he's limited Esau to boundaries, man. You know what I'm saying? He's limited this devil to boundaries, man. So it ain't nothing he can do, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna pay his due release of the Israelites, man. Because the scriptures say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, pay unto her devil, meaning you know what I'm saying, that great whore that you know what I'm saying, America has whipped the backs of Jakes and slaughtered Jakes unrighteously, and you know what I'm saying, forced Jake into his labor you know what I'm saying, unrighteously for how long, man? You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to that scripture, how long, oh Lord, man? That's how we be crying. It's like, how long, oh Lord? It's like, damn, you're gonna allow this devil to keep ruling. But it's all the Lord know the time that he's gonna send his son Yahushua, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's gonna send his son Yahushua whenever it's the perfect time for him to send Yahushua to deliver his elect, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to Revelations, the 18th chapter, and we're gonna start at verse 1. It's freezing out here. It says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Right, that's what's gonna happen, because Babylon is gonna be left a desert place, man. You know what I'm saying? And the scriptures say it's gonna burn forever and never, meaning, you know what I'm saying, after Babylon is destroyed, it's gonna be burning for a long time, but eventually that fire is gonna settle out, and it's gonna this place is gonna be filled with desert creatures, vile, you know what I'm saying, animals like dragons and stuff. This is all the type of stuff that Esau be eating and stuff, but you know what I'm saying, that's what's gonna be dwelling here as a showcase of what not to do, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is literally going to leave this place desolate. And the spirits that's going to be left here after this fire settles is going to be an example of the defiledness, how this place was, man. You know what I'm saying? How defiled this place was, man. You know what I'm saying? People out here eating crabs and pig, and you know what I'm saying? That's defiled, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna, and it's gonna be a symbol. It's gonna symbolize how wicked this kingdom actually was, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have owls here, dragons, like Komodo dragons, like all different type of vile creatures, man, and hateful creatures. I say hateful bird. All it says, every unclean and hateful bird. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it says, so in the kingdom, we're gonna have beautiful birds. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have, there's gonna be lively creatures. You know what I'm saying? Because the elect gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But over here, it's gonna be vile, and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a desert place, man. The Lord gonna wipe that place clean. It says, wipe this place clean. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Right, the merchants of the earth, all of those that do business with her, man. You know what I'm saying? That's committing fornication with her. You know what I'm saying? You go into these summit meetings with these private meetings with these devils, so we can talk about the peace. You know what I'm saying? Taking peace over the earth. You know what I'm saying? But really, you networking and, you know what I'm saying, connecting with these devils so you can learn how to oppress the nation of Israel, man. All these nations, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 51 to more expound on that. In Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse I'll start at verse 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. What is the Lord talking about? Babylon have been a golden cup in his hand. You know what I'm saying? The Lord hate this place. That's how but it just goes to symbolize that the Lord is using this place, man. You know what I'm saying? He's using this place, you know what I'm saying, for the first and foremost for the edification. You know what I'm saying? For his salvation's sake, you know what I'm saying? That his name might be glorified, but he's using it to punish the nation of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that have made all the earth drunken, like we just read in Revelations, the 18th chapter. You know what I'm saying? The nations committed fornication with her and were drunk. We're paraphrasing. It says, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right. The nations have drunken of her wine, meaning the nations have delved into her philosophies, man. You know what I'm saying? These nations, they delve into the philosophies. You know what I'm saying? Now you got these nations Hellenizing the Israelites. They ain't even Edomites, and they Hellenizing Jake. You know what I'm saying? Which we done been through captivity. We done been through different captivities under different heathen nations. But it says for the word mad, as Strong's H 1984, it says to shine, to flash forth light, to praise, boast, be boastful. There you go. Meaning they proud. You know what I'm saying? He drunk forth that philosophy. Now he's not in these nations. They sipping on the philosophy of these Edomites. Now they proud, man. Just like Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that real quick. I'm gonna just give you one example of the philosophies that these other nations sipping on from Esau. This is the book of Second Thessalonians 2 and 4. Let me start up a little bit. I want to start at like verse 2, number 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first." Yeah, man, that's I'm gonna give you. I was gonna give you one example, but that's another example. That I'm gonna give you before I give you the second example is, it's gonna be a big bang. It's gonna be a meteor that's gonna destroy the earth. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that Esau be coming up with, man. You know what I'm saying? Science depicts that it's going to be a meteor that's going to destroy the earth, the entire earth. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't got nothing to do with Yahushua coming back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with the scriptures, but science, you know what I'm saying, says that the earth is going to be destroyed, you know. And this is what Esau be talking about, man. With this straight up philosophy, it's madness, man. You know? It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first." Right? It's gonna come. It says it's gonna come a falling away first. You know what I'm saying? The scripture don't say it's gonna be a meteor first. The meteor gonna hit the earth first, and then it's gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? You know, it says except they're coming falling away first, meaning the nation of Israel fell away from their power. The nation of Israel no longer was calling on the name of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? You know, the nation of Israel, you know, is no longer, you know what I'm saying, being the people that the Lord made them to be. The Lord gave the nation of Israel the laws and the covenant. You know what I'm saying? The scripture talk about that in the book of Psalms. David was talking about that. He said, "What has thou to do with thy covenant?" Roughly paraphrasing, and thy mouth, roughly paraphrasing. These heathen nations ain't never had nothing to do with the covenant of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. These heathen nations ain't never had nothing to do, you know what I'm saying, with the deliverance of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's all go back to the nation of Israel, and then specifically the deliverance going back to, first and foremost, the nation of Israel, man. Because the elect, you know what I'm saying? Because the elect is going to get delivered, and that's going to allow the 2/3 to receive an inheritance in the kingdom. But they're not going to get delivered like the elect is going to get delivered. The elect is going to get delivered faithfully and mercifully and gloriously, man. You know, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means," right? Because you got, I'm thinking about the Matthew the 24th chapter where Yahweh was telling his disciples. He says, "Many gonna come in my name, saying I am anointed." You got a lot of people out here, you know what I'm saying, coming in these different spirits other than the spirit of truth, the one truth, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and they saying that they chosen, and they saying that the scriptures mean this and the scriptures mean that, man. But you know what I'm saying, that's just something that Yahweh prophesied was gonna happen in the end times, man. You know, it says they said there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right, so who that's talking about? The man of sin and being revealed, the son of perdition. You know what I'm saying? The same scripture that the man is talking about, where scripture say he's estranged from the womb. You know what I'm saying? He come out the womb speaking lies, man. It's the same spirit that talk about, you know what I'm saying? You know, that old serpent called the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Go back to Esau, you know, our top enemy. You know what I'm saying? The scripture say the Lord shall have war with Amalek. You know what I'm saying? From generation to generation. And Amalek is the top nation of the Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? But you also have Magog, which is the Russians. You got Teman, which is the Germans. They all Edomites. You know what I'm saying? You know, they divided right now. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell you in the book of Revelation that talk about the feet of the bear. That's talking about how the Russians is going to be the end of Edomite rulership, because they're gonna go up against these Edomites over here, which is, you know what I'm saying, these American Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Right along, the American Edomites is fighting with the Jewish, the so-called Jew Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? They are collective with each other. No, for lack of better words, they are united with each other. You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures tell you that, and I think that's Ezekiel 38 or 39. The Lord is going to put the Russians back in that Soviet spirit, and they're going to go up against these Edomites over here. So you got infighting. You know what I'm saying? But the point being, you know what I'm saying, this is all a son of perdition, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all. The Lord is going to judge every Edomite, man. Every Edomite is going to serve 1,000 years in captivity and get destroyed, man. No matter what tribe of Edom they from, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get this word perdition. I want to get the meaning. I really want to get the etymology because it probably tells me something stupid in the meaning. At the etymology of the word perdition, it says a condition of damnation. Perdition, it says condition of damnation. The scriptures say he's the basis of men. You know, Obadiah, it tell you that that he's gonna be wiped away. You know what I'm saying? He's damned. He's damned as a nation, man. You can see that based off of the scripture in Obadiah, verse 18, man, where it say that he's gonna be wiped off. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be wiped from existence, man. That's straight up damnation. How you gonna be the only nation that's gonna get wiped off after serving 1,000 years of captivity? You know what I'm saying? After doing all this bullshit to the nation of Israel, man. You know? That's straight up damnation. This is who he is. The son of perdition. He's being revealed now. You got a lot of Edomites. You know what I'm saying? I've been mentioning this lately. You got a lot of Edomites, and it's been coming out lately. These Edomites coming out on these videos saying that they Esau, admitting that they Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got these Edomites. They be, these Israelites camps. There's a lot of false Israelite camps out here. They be teaching the wrong doctrine. We not out here for white people to kiss our boot. You know what I'm saying? But, it was a period of time you had these jakes out here, you know what I'm saying, telling Edomites to kiss their boot. And, you know what I'm saying, a white person to actually go down and bow to the man that's supposed to be teaching the scriptures with his baby garment, his t-shirt fringe, which you ain't supposed to be wearing t-shirt fringe, you're supposed to be wearing long garments. Like, that's the ancient way of wearing it. You know what I'm saying? But the point being, you got people, you got Edomites out here. And some of them might been, some of them that was bowed down kissing they boots might have been Jake's, because Jake got that spirit of humbleness. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Israelites out here that look like white people. But, you know what I'm saying, the point being, you know what I'm saying, you got a lot of Edomites out here that's coming to the realization of who they are, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny it, man. You know what I'm saying? You're a devil at heart, and you know that. A lot of Edomites know that, man. A lot of Edomites, they just play it off. You know what I'm saying? I hate those Edomites that just try to play it off like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm a devil, but I'm going to just act like I'm a good man. You know what I'm saying? I like them devils that's just straightforward, man. They you know what I'm saying, they know that they devils, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are devil type of devils, but they all going to get destroyed. It don't matter, but you know what I'm saying? It says a condition of damnation, spiritual ruin. Woo! Spiritual ruin. Meaning this devil, he can't receive the spirit of mercy. He can't receive the spirit of humility. You know what I'm saying? He's straight up proud, and that's why that's why he got all these philosophies out here. He's drowning himself in his own philosophy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I want to get back to that Jeremiah 51. I'm gonna close out because I gotta get to work. But Jeremiah 51:7 says Babylon have been a golden cup. And hold on, let me get to the point of Joel chapter that was 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'm gonna go to verse 4. It says, whoso opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. This was the second example of the philosophy that he has put, that the drunkenness that he has pushed upon these nations, man. Now these other nations thinking that they, you know what I'm saying, they in the seat of God, man. You know what I'm saying? That they can be, you know what I'm saying, mightier than Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, that they can fight with Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. These nations is literally gonna, you know what I'm saying, cause their armies to fight with the Lord, man. You can read that in 2 Ezra 13 chapter. You gotta, you can't fathom how stupid that is, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's prophecy. It's gonna happen, man. The Lord's gonna put the spirit on them to do that ultimately, but it just goes to show how proud they're gonna be. Yeah, we got these fighter jets, we got these tanks, we could take these so-called UFOs down. You know what I'm saying? With the Lord standing on top of it. You know, and they're gonna get utterly destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to give that other example of the philosophy that has made these nations mad, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're better than Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai in their mind because of all of the things that the Lord has allowed them to have. And eventually they going to beat the Lord when he comes back, man. That's the mindset that these nations have, man. You know? I forgot what that project is that Trump mentioned. Space project, space something. Basically, like, you know, how he's gonna use his satellites and stuff as weapons. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna all get destroyed, man. The Lord is gonna just fucking tear these devils up, man. All these nations, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna tear these devils to pieces. Then he's gonna use his elect to do it, man. You know, Jeremiah 16 and verse 16. But I'm gonna close with that. The Lord's willingness will edify to an elect member. To Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Till next time I say Shalom. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.